Listen, we've come out here. I think the last time we held them to 0 points in the first quarter. We know what we're capable of doing, but we also know what they're capable of doing. And I would say we had some really good moments out there on defense. And then we had some plays where, when we didn't play it right, they were able to make plays. And, obviously that's what happens. We go against a good football team, they're going to make some plays. We're going to make plays. But, like we said a couple of weeks ago, they made more than we did. And that was the difference tonight. We had a decent game plan, obviously, I wouldn't walk away from the game and say that we didn't get coached up the right way and wasn't prepared. Like, we were prepared. And, obviously when we watch the film and get another look at it, we'll see it was some key plays in the game where, it went their way. A couple third down conversions in the red area and in the field really was the difference in the second half. And then, failing to make plays. My dropped interception. We had another deep ball where we possibly could have came up with an interception. We got to have those plays against this team, and we didn't have that tonight. Oh, yeah, it was a lot of focus, and a lot of that comes down to awareness, and it's not just, I think I said it earlier in the week, it's not just one guy, it's everybody, kind of being on point, communicating, knowing what they might do, where guys are lined up and their strengths. So I think we did a good job in that area of not giving up the big play. But, Kelsey caught a big 7 route in the game, which, kind of led to one score for him. So that's the thing with this team. You got to try to contain them, but if you give them 1 or 2 big plays to keep a drive going, now it's going to be tough. But at times we did a really good job in the red area, holding them 3, and then 2 other times they were able to get touchdowns, which really hurt us.
Thanks, Evan.
And next we'll go to Eric Rube, and then final question to Nora Princiati.
With the success you guys have had against the Chiefs defensively, what are you guys doing differently that the rest of the league isn't right now?
We just come out and compete, man. I would say, obviously, they're as talented a group in the NFL, but I would say on defense, we believe that we can match up with them pretty well. And obviously, it didn't show tonight. We didn't get that done. But I think we come in confident. We just try to play tough football. They're a tough team. You got to play them for 60 minutes. They're going to draw up some tough stuff in the red area. You had the missile motion with the reverse. Then another missile move, like all that stuff puts a lot of pressure on your defense. And those are two of the touchdowns we gave up that we knew were happening. Like we know some kind of play like that comes up in the red area on the edges. But I think we just go out there and compete against them. We kind of leave it all out there and try to give ourselves a chance.
We'll go to Nora Princiati and then Trey Dare. Final question.
All right, Dev, I think I missed your first question or two, so I'm sorry if this is a repeat, but can you just explain kind of what this morning was like, waiting to see if you had the final go-ahead to go and play the game, and just what the last couple of days have felt like dealing with the uncertainty of, whether the game was going to happen or what was sort of going to come for you guys?
Yeah, I was telling, Mike Girardi asked that, and I would say I think it really gave us perspective kind of what everybody else was going through over the last couple months. For us, we had all our resources. When we found out there was a positive, it was multiple tests. It was, get out of the building. It was do this, do like we didn't really, obviously you're worried and you're anxious with all those thoughts, what COVID-19 brings. But I would say we had a lot at our disposal to kind of get through everything. And obviously we had to change our schedule and do a lot of different things. But I think it did make you take a step back and take a minute to think about people in different neighborhoods who didn't have those resources. Hospitals were full. I think that's really what I kind of thought about with everything going on, how fortunate we were. Obviously a lot gets done to play a football game. And we saw that, and obviously a lot was going through our minds. But I would say everyone did a great job of just giving us the different resources and information that we needed to come out here and play a football game.
And looks like final question will go to Trey Dare.
Devin, is there any type of, I know it's quick for a self-reflection here, but what is the frustration level, given that maybe under a different circumstance, without the day of game travel, some things like that, the no points in the red area, some of these pretty egregious calls that you guys saw on defense, it seems like the margin for error is so small in the NFL that with some of these things in play, it could have been different.
Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. If I'm honest, in my 11-year career, we've been on the other side of that. We've been here where the game looked like it was over, a guy jumps off sides, and next team, our drive continues. So it's just how it goes. I would say overall we have a good group of guys, a good mix of veteran and young guys, and I would say we're frustrated that we didn't win, but I wouldn't say we have like this huge frustration on the season. I think a lot of focus is now trying to turn the page. We're going to have a short week now, planning on playing Sunday. Now you play Monday. Now we got to get ready to go and play Denver at home. So I think we got to obviously watch this film, get it behind us, and turn the page pretty quickly, especially with Denver playing Thursday night. They've had a good amount of time to prepare for us. So any frustration we thought we had, we need to move forward and get ready to play Denver. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Devin.